Of this republic. So I want to encourage each one of you to be bold. Choose the less traveled path to prosperity for all, and not the easy path of prosperity for a few at the expense of the many. Join the Alliance for Revolutionary Change so that we can have a mindset change in this country, where we're thinking not only of ourselves, but of our collective good as a nation. And we put that national interest above partisan interest and other parochial interests. That has always been the driving force behind the national interest movement, which has culminated in today's occasion. I can safely say to you, the younger generation, that this is the gift of our generation to your generation. This Alliance for Revolutionary Change is for you more than anybody else. So seize this moment. Some of us may be Moseses, we may never enter the promised land, but you will be the Joshuas, and you will reach there. Ignore the cynical naysayers who say that it will never happen. They always have 1,001 reasons for their recalcitrance to live in their partisan zone of comfort and do very little and maintain the status quo. That is what has been going on. The Alliance gives us an opportunity for change. After 32 years of the Fourth Republic, we have arrived at the edge of a cliff. After 32 years of the Fourth Republic, through our ups and downs, through the stagnation of the duopoly, through the arrest of our progress, through the turning away from national interest to partisan interests, we have arrived at the edge of a cliff. This is not any moment. One more step in the wrong direction, and we will descend into the valley of doom. This is the time to make a change of direction. It is your time to make a move and step out of your past and into a new future full of hope. This is what the Alliance offers, an alliance of hope. Today we bequeath to you the torch that we received from our founding father, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And he said boldly, "I am in the knowledge that death can never extinguish the torch which I have lit in Ghana and Africa. Long after I am dead and gone, the light will continue to burn and be borne aloft, giving light and guidance to all people." After 67 years of independence, we can bear testimony to this statement. We can bear testimony to this statement. And we are here today to pass that torch from we, the successor generation of independence, to you, those who will travel towards the path of economic emancipation. This is what our leadership under Alan Kojo Kyerematen will bequeath to you today. The ark is here once more. Let me finish. Assemble. The Alliance for Revolutionary Change is here to once more rekindle the embers of a dying flame that we saw burning brightly in our first republic. The wings of the butterfly are to breathe air into that the embers of that flame and rekindle it to burn more brightly and show us a new way. The great transformation plan that has been proposed by our leader, Alan Kojo Kyerematen, will be our main and driving force into a new prosperity that will be for all of us and not just for a few of us. This is his promise, and we are all going to hold his waist and raise him up so he can deliver that promise to you. That is why you must vote for him as your first independent presidential candidate of Ghana. Choboy! 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 Join us now to support Alan. Alliance for Alan. Alliance for Alan. Alliance for Alan. Afranfrotan ye. Alan ye. Afranfrotan ye. Alan ye. Nkabom ye. Ekumnidini ye. Nkabom ye. Ekumnidini ye. So I want to end my presentation by telling you that our journey continues forward, forward ever, backward never. Thank you.
Choboy! 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 A round of applause once again for Dr. Ebu Sakara. Ladies and gentlemen, our protocol observed. For the purposes of emphasis, the Alliance for Revolutionary Change is made up of the Movement for Change, led by the Honorable Alan Kojo Kyerematen, the National Interest Movement, led by Dr. Ebu Sakara Foster. Bishop Samuel Noimensa is the leader and founder for the Ghana First Coalition. Mr. Akwesi Adey Odike is the leader and founder of the Union Movement. He is here with us this afternoon. Mr. Sam Ofori Ampofo, Ghana National Party, is part of this great alliance, and he is also here with us this afternoon. Reverend Stephen Ayensu, Ghana Green Party, is part of this great alliance and he's joined us this afternoon. Mr. Henry Asante, the leader and founder for National Second Vice Chairman of PNC, is also part of this great alliance. Mrs. Augustina Kujo, Third Force Movement, is also part of this great alliance. Mr. Kofi Benibengo is also part of this great alliance. He is the leader for non-aligned voters of Ghana. And finally, we have Mr. Emmanuel Wilson, the leader for Crusaders Against Corruption. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for all these interested groups who have come together this afternoon to see to the success of the great alliance. Choboy! Choboy! Debbie, Muamuahano Bentimunkayi. Choboy! Thank you so much for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, may I take this single opportunity to once again introduce to you our personalities who have joined us here this afternoon. So, Choboy, the Deputy Head of Mission, European Union, Mr. Jones Class, is here with us. A round of applause for him. Second with us. Thank you. You're most welcome. We have Dr. Emmanuel Akwete, Executive Director of IDEC, here with us. Good afternoon and welcome to you, sir. We are grateful for your time this afternoon. Professor Raymond Atuguba, Head of Legon Law School, is also here with us this afternoon. A round of applause for him. Representative of the National Chief Imam are here with us this afternoon. A round of applause for the reps coming from the Chief Imam's office. Sir, you're most welcome. Dr. Joseph Obing, President of GUTA, is also here with us. Doc, you're most welcome. My very good friend. Dr. Charles Abugri, former country director, Star Ghana, is also here with us. You're most welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Ivor Achimandia, Senior Executive of ASSET, is also here with us. Dr. John, Director of Research for IEA, the Institute of Economic Affairs, is here with us this afternoon. Sir, you're most welcome. Professor Ali Dusedu, Dean of Political Science Department, is also here with us. Prof, you're most welcome. Dr. Paul Finn, Chancellor for Wisconsin University, is also here with us this afternoon. Sir, you're most welcome. The Honorable Kwame Opin, aka A+, will soon join us. Professor Kobe Mensah, Professor of Political Marketing, University of Ghana, Legon, is also joining us. Thank you, and you're most welcome as well. Representative of the Ghana Federation of Disability Organizations, are you here with us? You're most welcome. Thank you. Professor H. Kwesi Prempe, Executive Director for CDD, is also here with us this afternoon. Choboy! 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 Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I would like to invite to the podium the leader for the union government, the man who has propagated that the winner takes all is a problem for our country and we must change it all moving forward. The Honorable Akwesi Adaye Odike, a round of applause for him.
Hello. Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. I am highly overwhelmed to be called upon to join this great alliance for revolutionary change. We joined the alliance because Ghanaians are craving for a change. And over the years, there has been transfer of power from one political party to the other without a change. Ghana needs change because our political system has been the dominance of the duopoly of MPP and NDC, who does not understand the sufferings of the ordinary Ghanaians. Our constitution, 1992 constitution, has been the problem of this great loot and share syndrome. I joined this alliance because we want a constitutional review to reduce the excessive powers reposed on the executive arm of government. We are joining this alliance to ensure that separation of powers is adhered to. It is theory in our constitution, but in practice, it's never so. The president go all the way to the judiciary and make appointments there. It is against separation of powers. The president go all the way to the parliament to appoint ministers there. It betrays separation of powers. We want checks and balances. I am happy to be part of this alliance for revolutionary change. And we are going to do everything possible to ensure that we carry our message across and go to our people at the grassroots, educate them the need to come and join this great alliance. And since I was born, I have never joined any group who doesn't win. I don't belong to the losing side. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I will not waste much of your time as my co-speakers are also ready. Thank you very much and God bless you.
At this point, ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is an ordained man of God, and he is also the head pastor for Christ Movement Church. He is the chairman for Ghana Local Council of Churches in Ketekrachi area in the Volta region between the year 2010 and 2013. Then he was. He is currently the chairman of the Pentecostal and Charismatic Council, and as well he was the chairman for the Local Council of Churches from the year 2018 to 2023. Currently, as we speak, he has joined us as the leader for Ghana Green Party, and he understands the rationale and the reasons why we need to surge forward in terms of progress for Ghana's next agenda of development. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the podium Reverend Stephen Ayensu as he delivers to us a great speech. A round of applause for the ordained minister of God.
Show boy!
Choboy! Choboy! Because 2024, no, I can say ya fadida. 2024! Thank you. His Excellency, Alan John Kyerematen, invited guests, the clergy, Nananum, ladies and gentlemen. I am very grateful to be called upon this afternoon to give a speech to you. The duopoly of the two main political parties has blocked the political space, which needs a strong and viable political force, which is embedded in the movement for change to break that barrier, calls for such alliance. Part of our national anthem says, unquote, and help us to resist the oppressor's rule with all our might, with all our will and might forevermore. So we must resist the duopoly of the NDC and the MPP to win political power. We must move together to achieve the purpose of the Alliance for the Revolutionary Change. Therefore, we decided to come together with the movement for change, which symbol is the butterfly, spearheaded by Honorable Alan John Kyerematen, to bring this transformation. Work with our various members to be a strong and formidable electoral machinery to battle our political opponents to win election 2024, to begin a new Ghana Union government. Also, we must join hands and forces together to form a government of national unity, to build beyond manifestos which are not mostly fulfilled by past government, and plan transformational agenda through the leadership of Alan Kyerematen. The Green Party, who believe in these principles of change, pledges to be loyal, committed, and faithful to this alliance. We accord all the members of this alliance, the ARC, with due respect for us to work together to bring harmony about the wind of change blowing in the nation. We appeal to all stakeholders to maximize their potentials to this vision into reality. God bless you. God bless Alan Kyerematen. Long live Ghana. Thank you for my attention.
Thank you. A round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. Choboy! 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 The next speaker, ladies and gentlemen, is a political activist and national second vice chairman for the PNC. He's also an astute politician, very dynamic, visionary, believes in the development of our country called Ghana, and this afternoon he has equally joined hands with like-minded persons to establish and to solidify the great alliance. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Mr. Henry Asante. A round of applause for Mr. Henry Asante.
Choboy! Choboy! His Excellency, I am elated. I'm very happy to be here this afternoon. Why? Because when I look into the crowd, I look at the crowd and I ask myself, is this real?
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
If it is real, then 2024 is a done deal. Let me take this opportunity to call on my colleague, a very good colleague of mine. I was surprised to see him here. When I saw him, I said, wow, the alliance has really achieved its objective. He's no meaner personality than the Mr. Emmanuel Wilson. Mr. Wilson, will you be up? I was more than elated to see him here. Clearly, this shows that the election is already won. Assalamu alaikum, Jama'a Muslimi. Assalamu alaikum. Anyame, minganye. Munyanum, michichi awan. Asantifo, michia munyina. Nkunim diero, abewie. I am personally amazed. I've been taken by events. Little did I expect to see this. I have addressed many occasions, but today is a special day for me. I can foresee, I can feel in my spirit that the election is already won. No one should doubt the capability of the leader of the alliance. I have studied him ever since he joined the political terrain. I saw in him a leadership role, but the good people of this country probably saw it differently. Please, do not let us waste our time. We shouldn't waste our time to look on the ballot paper looking for any other personality than His Excellency, Mr. Kyerematen. I have devoted my time as the second vice chairman of the People's National Convention, who doubles as the chairman of the Alliance for Accountable Governance, AFAG. That group that made life impossible for many leaders. I am assuring the people of this country that my support is 100% with Mr. Kyerematen. I believe that when we all put our heads together, there is nothing impossible in this world. The people of Benin, once upon a time, showed the light by voting for an independent presidential candidate to win the election. And I believe sincerely that come 24th of December this year, come the 7th of December this year, similar thing will be done in this country. I will not bore many people. We have gone through the terrain of political changes. Let us all make it a point that this is a time for change. The duopoly, as was said by the earlier speakers, has not done anything good for us. The good people of this country need more than we have been given. The 32 years of our political independence, we call it, what have we achieved? Nothing but poverty, frustration, nothing more than suffering of the masses. This election is for the youth. Your future is at stake. The future of this country is with the youth. Please, in the name of Allah, in the name of Almighty, in the name of Mau, Atana Nyungbo, let us come together to vote for the Alliance for Change. Mr. Kyerematen is there to help the revolutionary change. His Excellency, we can assure you, I am assuring you that I will be the first person to cast my vote for you on that day. And I believe everyone will do the same. The country needs a change. We are at the crossroad. The country is at a crossroad. If we don't take our time, we shall go into a ditch, and that will be the end of the generation. Let us all come together, help the nation get out of this doldrum, because the country is sinking. You don't need any prophet of doom to tell us what is happening in this country today. Please, let's help ourselves by helping Mr. Kyerematen and the team of Alliance to salvage this country from the political doldrum. Thank you all, and God bless you.
Thank you. A round of applause for Mr. Henry Asante. Choboy! 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 Thank you. And this is so refreshing. Ladies and gentlemen, the Alliance for Revolutionary Change has dedicated individuals who have devoted themselves to work for this great alliance ahead of December 7th. We have coordinators across all the 16 regions of Ghana. So I'll begin with the national capital, and I'll begin with the Greater Accra region. The coordinators for Greater Accra here. They will soon join us. We have coordinators from the Ashanti region. Do we have them here? Please wave us a round of applause for them. These are coordinators who have agreed, who have accepted to work day and night to see to the success of this great alliance. We have coordinators from the Western region. Western region, are you here? A round of applause for them. Coordinators from the Eastern region, are you here with us? Yes. We have coordinators from the Ahafo region. Do we have them with us? A round of applause to them. We have coordinators from the Bono region. Bono coordinators, you're most welcome. Thank you so much. Coordinators from Bono East region, are you here with us? A round of applause for Bono East. Coordinators for Upper East region, up north, are you here with us? Yes, the men are ready for the job on the ground. Coordinators for the Upper West region, are you here with us? You're most welcome. Coordinators for the Northern region, are you here with us? Oh, please be upstanding. Yes, the Northern region coordinators are here with us. We have coordinators from the Savannah region. Savannah region, are you here with us? And we have coordinators from the Northeast region. Are you here with us, Northeast? Great. We have coordinators from the Western North region. Western North, are you here? Thank you. We have coordinators from the Central region. Central region, are you here with us? Choboy! Aziwofia! 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 Hey! We have coordinators from the Volta region. Volta region, are you here with us? Thank you. We have coordinators from the OT region, the region that I admire so much. OT region, you're most welcome. Once again, we have coordinators in the Ashanti and the Greater Accra regions, respectively. Choboy! Choboy! I can force agro anything. Agro anything. Agro anything. Oh, maintain ye. Agro anything. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, technicians, okay, thank you. We indeed have great personalities who have come together to propagate the good news of the Honorable Alan Kojo Kyerematen, the leader of this great alliance. And one of such persons who agreed wholeheartedly to be part of this great alliance is the leader for Crusaders Against Corruption. And at this point, I would like to invite to the podium the Honorable Emmanuel Wilson. A round of applause for him. Thank you. Hey! Thank you. Gentlemen, thank you.
Good afternoon. Honorable Alan Kojo Kyerematen and the wife. All protocol observed. Can we just have a bit of silence? It's important to listen.
Thank you. Gentlemen, thank you. Thank you. Please, let's have some silence.
I bring you greetings from the chairperson and the leadership of Crusaders Against Corruption, Ghana. And first off, I want to commend the members that makes up the alliance. Because governance is all about options. And over the past 31 years or so, since we got into the Fourth Republic, we've only been given the options of partisan politics. The NDC and the MPP have dominated. And because of that, it has created an avenue where if you do not belong to any of these political parties, you are not treated as a Ghanaian. You must be a party card holder, and no one looks at you based on the competence you have, but it is now based on the political party you associate yourself with. Forgetting that it is not all of us who align with partisan politics. And that is why I'm commending this initiative, because this initiative will give the option for individuals or majority who are silent and do not believe in partisan politics, to give them the option to now align and know that they have hope. The alliance, as I see it, is going to give Ghanaians the opportunity to be treated not because they hold political card, but because they are Ghanaians. And that is exactly what we want, because partisanship, the only thing it does is that it divides us, it segregates us. And that is what our colonial masters left, to divide and rule. And that's the reason why we are not making strides as citizens. Unfortunately, the partisanship for which most of us do not associate with, the reason why we don't associate with it is simply because partisanship creates the avenue for politicians to be in leadership positions instead of leaders being in political positions. And that is what is killing us. So you are not made an MCE, DCE, minister, what have you, ambassador, because you are competent. You are made simply because during the election time, you were the one who could shout the loudest. And that is what partisanship has done to this country over this past 30 years. And that is why if indeed you believe in Ghana, you have no option than to associate yourself with this new movement. As the chief crusader against corruption in Ghana, it is obviously dear to my heart that we'll have a new group of leaders who will go against corruption, because that is actually the bane, what is killing us as a country. And that is why we have always said that anyone who believes, or organization or association that believes in our principles in fighting corruption, we are willing and ever ready to associate with. One key thing that we need as a country, and I'm proposing this to the leadership of this alliance, and I believe at the right time we may have an opportunity to have an in-depth conversation on it. What Ghana needs now, as we move forward in the fight against corruption, is for us to set up what we call Corruption Audit Authority. It is very, very important if indeed we want to fight corruption. And I pray that the alliance will not move gradually into that partisan nature that we are trying to move ourselves from. I pray that we will not allow the established system, talking about the NDC and the MPP that have got the structures, to find a way of infiltrating into the alliance. Because that is what happened with the smaller political parties, and that's the reason why they are all gone. This should not happen. Choboi. On this note, all I can say is that for the sake of Ghana and for the sake of the future of this country, I can only wish the alliance the best of success. Thank you so much.
Thank you. A round of applause for Mr. Emmanuel Wilson. Or let's do it better for him. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on live stream on Net2 television, and as well we are live on all social media platforms of Honorable Alan Kojo Kyerematen. Those of you who have joined us on Facebook, you are duly acknowledged. If you are watching us on X, you are duly acknowledged. Those who are live on YouTube around the world, you are duly acknowledged. And those of you watching us from your respective homes on Net2 television, we duly acknowledge you and we welcome you once again to the auditorium of the University of Professional Studies. As I mentioned earlier, the alliance is made up of great interested groups who share the same vision, and that includes Movement for Change, National Interest Movement. It includes Ghana First Coalition, the Union Government Movement by Odike. It includes the Ghana National Party. The Ghana Green Party is part of this. The National Second Vice Chairman of the PNC is also part of this great alliance. The Third Force Movement is part of the alliance. And the non-aligned voters of Ghana are equally part of this. As well, the man who just left the podium, Crusaders Against Corruption, are equally part of this. A round of applause for all these interested groups. Shoboi. Bibi Besi. Oh, Debbie Mante. Bibi Besi. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Our next speaker is also an ordained man of God, and he is a bishop of the gospel. He is the founder and chief executive of Omega Consultancy Services. He doubles also as well as the founder of Samuel Mensa Ministries. He is former National Executive Council member of the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Churches. He is a bishop in standing for almost 45 years. A great man with a great experience. Ladies and gentlemen, standing on all existing protocols, please help me welcome to the podium Bishop Dr. Samuel Noy Mensa. A round of applause for the astute man of God, a great man of God. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Choboi! I stand on the existing protocol and bring you greetings on this historic moment. Over the past 6 years, I have been calling for a third force as an alternative to NDC NPP governance in Ghana. Other patriotic Ghanaians have equally added their voice to this clarion call for a third force as an alternative to the NDC and NPP rule. Since the 32 years of this Fourth Republic, we Ghanaians have witnessed the blame game between NPP and NDC to the detriment of our national development, progress, and prosperity for all. Each of them has governed this nation for 16 years with no significant progress. Now most Ghanaians are either losing hope or have lost hope in our democracy. They wonder if Ghana will ever work again. Most Ghanaians are just tired of the duopoly and are wondering if there can be a third force to give them hope. Thankfully, over 6 years of call, this has given birth to the Alliance for Revolutionary Change. Our country is facing a critical economic crisis, a sense of hopelessness among both the youth and the adults, and time is running out except there is hope for transformation. The division among our political parties in this nation, which is the winner takes all, and the lack of continuity of projects in our country have made life extremely unbearable. There is no national vision that is driving our country. And we are moving in circles. If the horse is dead, why ride on it? You rather get off the horse and find another horse that will take you to where you are going. The Ghana First Coalition is one of the founding members of the Alliance for Revolutionary Change that would work for an all-inclusive government of national unity. The Alliance will mobilize the necessary effort that there will be a national vision that will drive our country, and then also constitute a roadmap that will transform our socioeconomic transformation. The Alliance will advocate for a constitutional reforms that will include accountability and the management of our natural resources, and in addition lead to attitudinal change that will be driven by national value system. As we speak today, we don't have values that drives our nation. This alliance, I believe, would bring a renewed hope to many Ghanaians who have lost and almost given up on having any credible alternative to the candidates that are of great substance in these 2024 elections. Let us remind ourselves, no single Ghanaian can bring this change, and no single Ghanaian can fight and bring this change that we desire. We need a government and a president that will promote Ghana first. We need a president that will put the people first, a president that will hold the people accountable and responsible for their actions, a president that will ensure people will answer to their actions and face the consequences, a president that will promote the reform agenda. This is why GFC endorses Alan Kojo Kyerematen as the 2024 independent presidential candidate in these general elections. As I conclude, there is a story in the Bible, 1 Samuel 22, verse 1 and 2, which suggested a young man called David was chased out of the presidency under the leadership of King Saul. And in verse 1, this is what it said: David therefore departed from there and escaped to the cave of Adullam. So when his brothers and all his father's house heard of it, they went down there to meet him. And verse 2 is the catching phrase. And everyone who was in distress, everyone who was in debt, haircut, and everyone who was discontented gathered to him, so he became the captain over them. Let us note, everyone who is in distress in this country, everyone who is faced with financial crisis, everyone who is discontented about the state of affairs of our country, everyone who is frustrated about the state of this nation, everyone who has lost hope in the Fourth Republic, let us gather behind the Alliance for Revolutionary Change and Kyerematen for the Ghana we desire to have. God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. Long live the Third Force movement. Long live the Alliance for Revolutionary Change. My name is Bishop Dr. Samuel Noy-Mensah, and I approve this message. I thank you all, and God bless you.
Thank you. Dabi, enyo film way ana whatever pam osono anything here no. Choboy! Oh yeah, Alan Baba. Oh yeah, Alan Baba. Yeah. Oh yeah, Alan Baba. Choboy. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, we have a great artist in our midst, and she is going to usher us in. I don't know where John the Baptist and yes, right? She is a multiple gospel award winner, and she's here with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Empress Gifty? With a round of applause, let's welcome Empress Gifty.
Alan Baba. Aswa for no hana. We are Alan Baba. Messi, we are Alan Baba. Let's go 1, 2. Alan Baba. Thank you, Dad. Million of names someone told me. Number 4 will fail us. I can't forget someone you need. I don't see how. Why are you mama see a shipra? Nanso. Jodamia can form a hono. Hey, what happened to me, Pepata? Yamusani said, one Susanina, Yapa. Tania. It's in Johnny, what to be at me? Nay, sound on your mother. Oh, Johnny was here. It's Johnny Buffy said, and I know Johnny Buffy said, I say, Johnny Buffy said, I said, I'm a son. ɔsi yɛ de yɛ hyia ɛnyɛ yie no adi ɔbɔfo bi ntumi anyɛ deɛ wadamfo bi ntumi anyɛ alliance baya. Eti otu ni buasie wababa alon eti nkumi se otu ni buasie 2024 yafa abano yewini abano ala newini otu ni buasie se otu ni buasie shobi emi kacha ni se waya no fefe asofo no ohana eti momra ameshania nyamitumi hey otu the buasio hey waya no nimra wona bi ayo manale fo momra otuke nyamusira ni sanu numra eti jona bitumire me sanu no manu bibie kacho bi say otu ni bua me ba cho peja saman oni ba tu mi say ni aye howa e shiba no ye ni na ya so na kwani can I hear you? What is she? What's celebrating in the cards? What in the past? Sama Mama. Hey, Mama Kuma Sama. Would you say, yes, Sama Tafua, and you want it? It's a mirror. Metia Siano, Nina Sia, Nalatina, Nama to the door. Unuma, what's the Unuma? I see. Yes, the Unuma, I am in Mama, what the Papa to meet Yasi. Yet, yet, after that coffee, revolution friend, yes, you are top, yes, you are top, yes, you are top, yes, you are top, yes, you are top. what do you see about the soul? What do you know to know? Say a wish you said, hey, now, what do you know, Messiah? Hey, I know, what's the Mama Sana Tenica, now the John Albert's one. Now I love Cobia, you know, I casa, and see Raka, what do you want so? Thank you, Ghana. Thank you, Ghana. Thank you, Revolution.
Round of applause for Empress Gifty. Let's do it better for Empress Gifty. Joby! Joby! Are you ready for the man of the moment? Are you ready for the man of the moment? Are you ready for the man of the moment? Let me hear you say, Joby! Joby! Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I call on lawyer Ohineba Akosia Safua to help us with the introduction of our main speaker. A round of applause for lawyer Ohineba Safua. A round of applause for her. Lawyer Akosia Safua will help us with the honors of introducing our man of the moment, the Honorable Alan Kojo Kyerematen. Akosia, thank you.
Good afternoon, fellow monarchs. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Some people call it a profile, but we deem it as the gospel according to Saint Alan. So to my fellow youth, kindly listen attentively to the man that we have all decided to become disciples to. And I read, Honorable Alan Kyerematen is a presidential candidate for the 2024 general elections in Ghana and a former Minister for Trade and Industry. He is the founder and leader of the Movement for Change, a political organization established to inspire and lead a process to change and transform Ghana into a prosperous, united, and peaceful nation. He was appointed in January 2017 by President Akufo-Addo as Minister for Trade and Industry, and he resigned honorably in January 2023 after 6 years of service to pursue his presidential ambition. Mr. Kyerematen had previously served in similar capacity as Minister for Trade and Industry and President Special Initiatives, PSI, under former President John Agyekum Kufuor between 2003 and 2007. Prior to that, he served as Ghana's ambassador to the United States of America from 2001 to 2003. Thank you. Alan has an extensive and distinguished record in international trade, public policy, enterprise development, politics, diplomacy, and law. He was a senior trade policy and advisor for the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa. He was also the regional director for UNDP's flagship program for enterprise development in Africa Enterprise, and establishing enterprise support programs in 13 African countries. As Minister for Trade and Industry, he led the implementation of the Government of Ghana's Industrial Transformation Agenda, which is anchored on a 10-point plan, including the One District, One Factory. The establishment of strategic anchor industries, including the automobile industry, the development of small and medium-scale enterprises, the establishment of industrial parks and SEZs including the Greater Kumasi Industrial City and enhancing export development in Ghana. Mr. Kyerematen was the leading architect for the African Continental Free Trade Area AfTA, a project between 2011 and 2012, and successfully led Ghana's bid in 2018 to host the headquarters secretariat of the AfTA in Ghana here. Prior to his role in politics, Alan Kyerematen was responsible for establishing and managing Empretec. Prior to his role in politics, Alan Kyerematen was responsible for establishing and managing Empretec program in Ghana, a leading business development institution sponsored by United Nations. He led the transformation of Empretec from a UN project to an independent foundation, which he recognized as a world-class institution and best practice model for entrepreneurship development in Africa. Between 1984 and 1990, he managed a number of major private and public sector consulting assignments in Ghana. As a principal consultant and head of public systems management with the Management Development and Productivity Institute, a leading management development institution in Ghana. Prior to this, he was a senior corporate executive with UAC Ghana Limited, a subsidiary of Unilever International, where he worked in various managerial positions with distinction between 1977 and 1984. Alan Kyerematen is a graduate in economics from the University of Ghana and is also a qualified barrister at law from the Ghana School of Law. In addition, he is a Hubert Humphrey Fellow of the School of Public Affairs and the School of Management of the University of Minnesota, USA, under the U.S. Fulbright Fellows Program, under the U.S. Fulbright Fellowship Program. His secondary school alma maters are the Great Adusada College and Achimota School of Cape Coast and Accra, respectively. He's a proud Santa Clausian. In 1994, Mr. Kyerematen was listed. In 1994, Mr. Kyerematen was listed as one of the top 100 global leaders for the new millennium by the Time International magazine, together with other personalities such as Bill Gates and John F. Kennedy Jr. of the United States of America. In 2013, he was nominated by the heads of state of the African Union to contest as Africa's candidate for the position of Director General of the World Trade Organization. Alan was born on 3rd October 1955 in Kumasi in the Ashanti region of Ghana. He is married to Patricia Christabel Kyerematen, and they are blessed with two sons, Alexander and Victor. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the man we call a generational thinker, a man who has the track record of creating jobs, a man who answers the questions by the youth. Help me welcome a man of the moment, Honorable Alan Kyerematen.
Please kindly take your seats. Kindly take your seats. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Choboy! I can feel the electrical energy in this auditorium. The leadership and members of the Alliance for Revolutionary Change, the leadership and senior representatives of political parties and other political groups, my own colleagues and comrades of the movement for change from around the country, Excellencies, members of the diplomatic corps, Nime, Namen, our revered clergy, distinguished invited guests, friends from the media, fellow countrymen and women. Let me start first by expressing my profound gratitude to you all for accepting our invitation to be part of this important function. I give thanks to the Almighty God for making this day possible. I wish to also express my sincere appreciation to the leadership of the Alliance for Revolutionary Change for their dedication throughout the deliberations leading to the establishment of the Alliance. I would also like to thank them for the trust and confidence reposed in me in unanimously endorsing my candidature to contest as the presidential candidate of the Alliance in the upcoming general elections. Fellow countrymen and women, we are gathered here today for a very simple but historic event, which marks a watershed moment in the political history of our country. The historical significance of this event does not lie simply in the coming together of different political entities. Indeed, we have had alliances and coalitions of political groups at different times in our political history. The significance of today's event lies in the fact that we are initiating a process that will redefine the architecture of political governance in our country. This process, by the grace of God, will lead to the election of the first independent candidate as President of the Republic of Ghana. It will also lead to the establishment of the first truly representative government in Ghana's history, a government of national unity which will be made up of representatives from different political parties, the business community, labor unions, civil society, professional bodies, faith-based organizations, traditional authorities, and other interest groups, including traders, farmers, fishermen, artisans, among others. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, never before in the history of our country has there been a more compelling case for change and transformation in all spheres of our national life: political, social, and economic. This is what revolutionary change is all about, and has informed our choice of the name of this alliance. After 67 years of independence, we are still grappling with the fundamental challenges of development. an economy in crisis, an extraordinarily high level of unemployment, a declining healthcare delivery system, an educational system that does not respond to our current and future development needs, the rampant and irresponsible exploitation of our natural resources, and the deplorable state of infrastructure, including but not limited to road and rail networks, energy, water, and sanitation. We certainly deserve better than this as a people. But the challenge for us is, how do we fix this? Fellow countrymen and women, to overcome our challenges, I propose the following 6 fundamental considerations. 1, ushering in a new type of leadership in Ghana. Leadership that is visionary, competent, accountable, transparent, action-oriented, results-driven, and compassionate. A leadership that will fight corruption ruthlessly and lead by example, and not provide a safe haven for corrupt political appointees and other public officials. 2, implementing transformational policies. Governance is about policy making and execution. What Ghana needs now are transformational policies in all sectors, namely in the macroeconomy, in the productive sectors, including industry, trade, agriculture, tourism, in infrastructure development, in social services delivery, including health, education, and sports, in the responsible management of our natural resources, and in the progressive constitutional reforms to improve governance. In this regard, it is worth noting that the Alliance has agreed unanimously to adopt the Great Transformational Plan of the Movement for Change as the Alliance's blueprint for Ghana's economic transformation. Number 3, making private sector the real engine of growth and development. The development of the most powerful economies in the world has been anchored on and driven by a vibrant private sector. Micro, small, and medium enterprises must be the agents of the transformation of our economy. 4, building a united Ghana. The divisiveness in our body politic, driven by the duopoly of the 2 dominant parties, the NDC and the NPP, has been the major destabilizing factor for progress in Ghana. To overcome this, there's an urgent and critical need for a new political system that will move Ghana beyond the duopoly. This is the only way we can build a truly representative government, eliminate the current winner-takes-all syndrome, ensure the continuity of government projects, and avoid the arrogance associated with political power. To facilitate this process, Ghana will require a leader who is elected not on the basis of his or her association with a political party, but who is elected on his own merits and can build consensus among all Ghanaians, irrespective of their political affiliations. This is the main rationale for electing an independent candidate as president of Ghana. 5, putting young people and women at the center of our national development agenda. Ghana has a young population with 73% of its population under the age of 35. We cannot, as a nation, reap the demographic dividend without focusing on the group that represents the future of our country. In a similar vein, women constitute over 50% of our population. They constitute the largest section of our farming and trading communities, and in many cases, they are the breadwinners in our households. Gender mainstreaming must therefore be a development imperative if we want to exploit the full potential of our female human resource. Number 6, and last but not the least, inspiring a revolutionary change in the mindset and behavior of Ghanaians. The lack of progress in the development of our country could be, to a large extent, attributed to attitudes and behaviors that are not conducive to transformation. The indiscipline, the lack of respect for the rule of law, and the inordinate clamor for wealth is a cancer in our Ghanaian society. For Ghana to transform, we need first to transform our own mindsets. Fellow countrymen and women, these 6 considerations that I've outlined above constitute the driving force underpinning the establishment of the Alliance for Revolutionary Change. Individually and collectively, we as partners of the Alliance have been motivated by these considerations in our quest for political power. In coming together as a group, we have agreed to focus on factors that unite us rather than those that divide us. This, in my view, is what makes this alliance not only a powerful force, but an enduring one. As citizens, we owe it a moral obligation to generations preceding us who sacrificed to build this great nation, and to our children and generations yet unborn to build a Ghana that works, not just for those in political office or those who have access to politicians, but a Ghana that works for all Ghanaians. When politicians are voted into power, they are expected to empower the people rather than empowering and enriching themselves. I'm committed to leading an effort when voted as president to create a new political culture in our country that will guarantee equal opportunities for all. Ghana remains the jewel of Africa, the oasis of peace, and the shining star of our continent. Let us work together to leverage these positive characteristics and build a prosperous, united, and peaceful Ghana. Fellow countrymen and women, in conclusion, I invite you all to join hands with the Alliance for Revolutionary Change to usher in a new era of hope, opportunity, and progress in Ghana. Vote for Kyerematen as president in the general elections in the general elections in December 2024 in this country. Long live the alliance, long live Ghana. Ghana will rise again. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. I thank you for your kind attention.
Hello? Solo no neho afine solo no neho. Oh Siana solo no neho.
Na aha ana enimdefo wɔn nyinaa de wɔn adwen abom aka wɔn ti apam ho sɛ ɛnɛ yɛmfa the Alliance for Revolutionary Change emra na yɛmɛyi NPP ɛne NDC ɛmfɛmfi hɔ no ɛbra no aso sɛ wɔn nyinaa de wɔn nsa ɛbɛhyɛ apam krataa ase choboi sɛ wopɛ sɛ wopam wɔ sono no a ɔno ne mu odu wadidi saa nso still wɔmeeyɛ meboa anaa wayɛ dɛn ɔmeeyɛ kyiyɛ ne nso sɛ daabi afei na adu ne so sɛ ɛsɛ sɛ ɔyɛ dɛn ɔba but wɔn mo nyinaa yɛ dɛn wɔn mo boa choboi ɛno nti ɛbrɛ no aso na ansa na yɛbɛba ɛno so no yɛwɔ mpanyinfoɔ atitiriw pii ɛwɔ yɛn ntam enti mame ɛmfa saa akwanya yi na mena wɔn mo nyinaa no adi ɛmfa ma yɛ nyinaa yɛwɔ the Honorable Dr. Al-Hassan Samari, former Upper East Regional Minister under President Kufuor ɛne yɛwɔ ha awia yɛmmɔ yɛn nsɛm kɛseɛ paa ɛmfa ma the Honorable former Upper East Regional Minister. Yɛwɔ the Honorable Alhaji Sadiq Boniface ɛwɔ yɛn ntam ha wɔno ɛyɛ former minister under both President Kufuor and President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Choboi. Yɛwɔ the Honorable Frank Ajekum, former spokesperson Kasamafo Dada Edema, former President John Ajekum Kufuor ɛwɔ ha. Yɛwɔ the Honorable Stephen Kyerematen, former ambassador under President Kufuor Enso Ewaha. He is a brother to the Honorable Alan Kojo Kyerematen. Choboi. Bepamocho organizers, Mumfa Imam Fuono, any Ahima Fuoninina Edimra. Na yɛwɔ some clergymen asɔfoɔ akɛseɛ wɔn mu nyinaa no ajoin yɛn. Yɛwɔ Archbishop Hamilton ɛwɔ yɛn ntam ha awia. Archbishop yɛmo akwaba yɛmo yɛnsɛm kɛseɛ ɛmfama Archbishop. We have in our midst, ladies and gentlemen, Bishop Victor Appiah here in present with us. Bishop, you most welcome. Reverend Ebenezer Akwesi Appiah is also here with us. You most welcome, Reverend. We have Reverend Kofi Esrifi Asari also here with us. We have Apostle Rexford Ochery also here with us. Apostle, you most welcome. You were Reverend Eric Owusu Ansa here with us as well. A round of applause for them. Yes. Oh yeah, Alan Baba. Oh yeah, Alan Baba. Yeah. Oh yeah. By December 7th, Ghanaians will queue to cast their vote for a new leader. And by January 7th, 2025, Ghanaians are going to swear in a new president to steer the affairs of our country, and that leader is going to be no other than the Honorable Alan Kojo Kyerematen, the incoming president for the Republic of Ghana. And what we are witnessing today is the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding, giving it a legal backing, the establishment of the Alliance for Revolutionary Change, and this is a great moment for our republic. Dr. Ebu Sakara Foster has signed. A round of applause for him. We have Dr. Samuel Noimensa doing the signing. A round of applause for him, putting his signature to this great alliance. God bless you. We are looking for the forward movement of our nation, Ghana, and today we are all witnesses to this great alliance. He just signed. A round of applause for him. And currently, Reverend Stephen Ayensu is doing the signing, and it is being witnessed and assisted as well by lawyers of good standing at the bar. We have Akwesi Adai Odike taking his time to sign the MOU to this great alliance. Akwesi Adai Odike is the leader of the union government, and today he has agreed, he has accepted wholeheartedly to be a part of the Alliance for Revolutionary Change. A round of applause for Akwesi Adai Odike. We have Mr. Henry Haruna Asante, the second vice chairman for PNC, as well, doing the signing, and to be a witness and a key partner to this alliance. Thank you, Mr. Asante. The gender balance is working. Alliance for Revolutionary Change is giving opportunity to women. A man so ewa chefa ewa mubi. Mrs. Augustina Kujo, Third Force Movement, Edeninsa Shen Kratano Ase. Thank you. Choboy! 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 We are witnessing the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the parties who have agreed to form this alliance. The Alliance for Revolutionary Change has been duly launched today, and indeed the parties to this alliance are appending their signatures to solidify the establishment of this movement. A board led by the Honorable Alan Kojo Kyerematen, the leader of the ARC. Thank you so much. Dr. Abu Sakara has done the signing already. He's the leader for the National Interest Movement. Bishop Dr. Samuel Noi Mensah, Ghana First Coalition, has done the signing. Akwesi Adai Odike, Union Government, has equally taken his turn to sign the MOU. Reverend Ayensu, Ghana Green Party, has done the signing. Henry Asante, the second vice national chairman for PNC, has equally signed. And then Mrs. Augustina Kujo, Third Force Movement, has equally done the signing. Ladies and gentlemen, we take a group photograph. We invite the Honorable Alan Kojo Kyerematen to say a few words after the signing. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with the signatures of the leadership of the Alliance partners, I hereby formally and officially declare the Alliance for Revolutionary Change duly launched.
The ARC has been duly launched, and indeed it has come to stay. Election 2024 will be an interesting one. We take a photograph.
There we go. To appreciate this alliance as another opportunity for all of us to reaffirm our commitment to the consolidation of constitutional power and good governance. Allah, bless this alliance and make it a formidable foundation for unity over disputes, peace over violence, reconciliation over aggression, forgiveness over vindictive, patriotism over partisan, optimism over pessimism, and excellence over mediocrity. As we prepare for election 2024, Ya Allah, let your peace prevail in this country and dismantle any diabolic agenda by any person or institution to subvert the will of the people. With gratitude and by your authority, we have had a successful launch. And we entrust to you the Alliance for Revolutionary Change with the hope that you are in control. And in the end, we will not remember the discomfort of our struggle, but the confidence of our faith. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين.